Can you imagine the audacity of a franchise that thinks they can simply buy their way out of mediocrity by collecting other teams' discarded pieces like vintage trading cards? The Los Angeles Lakers are at it again, folks. And this time, their shopping spree has reached levels of desperation that would make even the most delusional fan question whether this organization has completely lost its compass. We're talking about a team that's reportedly targeting players who might not even want to play together, chasing ghosts of championship runs, and making moves that could either resurrect their dynasty or bury it 6 feet under. The Lakers have transformed into the NBA's equivalent of that friend who thinks they can fix every relationship problem by throwing money at it. They've already stunned the basketball world by signing Marcus Smart and Deandre Ayton, and now they're setting their sights on a collection of players that reads like a who's who of NBA complications. From Jonathan Isaac's injury history and potential locker room chemistry issues with LeBron James to the pursuit of aging veterans like Jrue Holiday, this isn't just roster construction, it's playing Russian roulette with championship aspirations. The Jonathan Isaac conundrum. Talent wrapped in red flags, let's start with the most fascinating and potentially explosive target. Orlando Magic forward Jonathan Isaac. According to insider Jovan Buha, Isaac is available, but the complications surrounding this potential acquisition read like a masterclass in why talent alone doesn't guarantee success. Isaac presents the Lakers with a devil's bargain that could define their season. On one hand, he's a defensive specialist with the length and athleticism to transform their perimeter defense. At 6 feet 10 inches with a 7 feet 1 inch wingspan, Isaac can guard multiple positions and provide the kind of versatility that championship teams crave. His shot-blocking ability and defensive instincts are exactly what the Lakers need to compete with the Western Conference's elite offensive weapons. But here's where this gets messy. Isaac has appeared in more than 70 games just twice in his 8-year career. We're talking about a player whose injury history is so extensive that it's alarming and concerning. According to Buha, the Lakers would essentially be trading for potential rather than production, banking on a player who's proven he can't stay healthy during the most crucial stretches of the season. Even more intriguing is the elephant in the room that nobody wants to address directly, the potential personality clash with LeBron James. Buha's cryptic reference to off-court stuff suggests there might be philosophical or personal differences that could create locker room tension. When you're building around a 40-year-old superstar who demands excellence and accountability, adding a player who might not share those values becomes a recipe for disaster. The basketball fit presents its own challenges. Isaac would create an awkward frontcourt pairing with Jared Vanderbilt, two players who excel at similar defensive tasks but offer limited offensive versatility. Isaac's inability to stretch the floor consistently would clog the paint for both LeBron and Luka Doncic, potentially negating the offensive spacing that makes the Lakers dangerous. The Jrue Holiday pursuit. Chasing championship ghosts, perhaps even more telling is the Lakers' reported interest in former Boston Celtics guard Jrue Holiday, who was recently traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. According to Grant Afseth of FastBreakJournal.com, Holiday has emerged as a potential target for Los Angeles as they look to bolster their backcourt defense. This move would represent everything right and wrong with the Lakers' current philosophy. Holiday is a proven champion who played a crucial role in Boston's 2024 title run, averaging 11.1 points for 0.3 rebounds and 3.9 assists while earning his 6th All-Defensive Team honor. His defensive versatility and championship experience are exactly what the Lakers need to complement their star-heavy roster. But here's the harsh reality. Holiday is 35 years old and owed $104.4 million over the next 3 seasons. The Lakers would be paying premium prices for a player whose best days are clearly behind him. His offensive production was already declining due to a mallet finger injury, and Father Time remains undefeated in professional sports. The financial implications are staggering. If the Lakers acquire Holiday, they'd essentially be doubling down on expensive veterans while their championship window continues to narrow. They just signed Marcus Smart to a 2-year, $11 million deal, which raises questions about roster construction and positional redundancy. The depth experiment, Caldwell Pope and DiVincenzo, adding another layer to this complex puzzle, are the Lakers' reported trade discussions for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Donte DiVincenzo. According to Brett Siegel, Los Angeles has been engaged in trade discussions for both wings, signaling their desire to build meaningful depth behind their star-studded starting lineup. Caldwell-Pope represents a fascinating reunion opportunity. The 32-year-old guard was a vital part of the Lakers' 2020 championship run, averaging 11.1 points and 3.2 rebounds while providing crucial defensive intensity. His familiarity with the organization and understanding of their championship culture could prove invaluable. However, Caldwell-Pope's recent performance raises concerns about his current value. He averaged just 8.7 points and 2.2 rebounds for Orlando last season, marking a significant decline from his productive years. The Lakers would be betting on a resurgence from a player who might have already peaked. DiVincenzo presents a more intriguing option. The 27-year-old guard averaged 11.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3.6 assists for Minnesota last season, showing the kind of consistent production that winning teams need from their role players. His ability to contribute on both ends of the floor and his experience with multiple organizations could make him an ideal fit for the Lakers system. The deeper philosophy, building championship depth, what connects all these potential moves is the Lakers' recognition that star power alone isn't enough to win championships in the modern NBA. They've learned from their recent playoff failures that depth and role player production are essential components of championship teams. The challenge lies in execution. The Lakers are trying to build a second unit that can match their starting five's intensity, but they're doing so by targeting players with significant question marks. Isaac's injury history, Holiday's age and contract, and Caldwell-Pope's recent decline all represent calculated risks that could backfire spectacularly. The financial implications are equally daunting. The Lakers have already committed significant resources to Smart and Ayton, and adding more expensive veterans would limit their flexibility for future moves. They're essentially betting their championship window on the assumption that experience and veteran leadership can overcome physical limitations and financial constraints. The championship mathematics, when you strip away the emotions and analyze these potential moves through the lens of championship probability, the Lakers' strategy becomes clearer. They're not just building a roster, they're constructing a championship puzzle where every piece must fit perfectly. LeBron James and Luka Doncic provide the star power and offensive creativity that championship teams require. Smart and Ayton offer the defensive intensity and interior presence that can neutralize opposing strengths. The potential additions of Isaac, Holiday, Caldwell-Pope, and DiVincenzo would provide the depth and versatility that separate contenders from pretenders. But championship mathematics are unforgiving. Every dollar spent on aging veterans is a dollar not available for future improvements. Every roster spot given to an injury-prone player is a spot not available for a reliable contributor. The Lakers are walking a tightrope between maximizing their current window and maintaining long-term flexibility. The verdict: desperation or brilliance. The Lakers' aggressive pursuit of these players reveals a franchise that understands the urgency of their situation. With LeBron James turning 40 and their championship window rapidly closing, they can't afford to wait for perfect opportunities. They must act decisively, even if that means accepting significant risks. The question isn't whether these moves will work, it's whether the Lakers can afford not to make them. In a Western Conference loaded with young, talented teams, standing still is equivalent to moving backward. The Lakers need to bet on their ability to maximize veteran talent and create championship chemistry from disparate pieces. These potential acquisitions represent more than just roster moves. They're a statement about the Lakers' championship philosophy. They're betting that experience, leadership, and veteran savvy can overcome physical limitations and financial constraints. It's a gamble that could either restore their championship legacy or serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing past glory. The coming weeks will determine whether the Lakers' aggressive approach pays dividends or creates chaos, but one thing is certain: they're not going down without a fight. In a league where championship windows close faster than ever, sometimes the boldest moves are the only ones worth making. These moves could define the Lakers' championship hopes. Are they building a juggernaut or a house of cards? Which of these potential acquisitions excites you most, and which one worries you the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you want more deep dives into the moves that could reshape the entire NBA landscape.